The rain diamond, so all my girls in the world could keep shrining. From princess cuts to emeralds to H classes. Yeah, I failed math, but better pass the E class. Went from Chanel number 5 to 2.5. The Melrose resident. Every room's a president with the living rate. Bet y'all haters can't match that. You 6 digits short to catch that. The net year gross is 20,000 on commission. My net week gross 100 mil in addition to the Dow Jones stocks vest.
I turned 46 years old, and when you see me smiling, let me tell you something. I have not smiled for years. I have not smiled for years. And I put on a smile even in my darkest days, even in my darkest times. I put on a smile. I look at life differently. I look at life from a different perspective. Why? Because I see death so closely. I see death staring right at me sometimes. And you know what I gotta do? I gotta smile my way through it. When people treating me like shit, guess what? It's not okay for me to come back and treat them like shit in return. Why? Because I turn out to be the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy. True enough, I've had assistance from people helping me to get where I am. Nobody has done anything alone. Nobody has done anything alone. When I initially wanted to start my company, I went to my Uncle Charles and I took a loan out to start my company. When I needed assistance or I needed help, all my life, people look at me like, nah, you don't need it. Nah, you don't need no money. What the fuck you talking about? Why you calling and trying to borrow? You don't need nothing. I could have needed $5 for gas or $10 for gas. I couldn't get it. Why? Because everybody look at things from their own perspective, not from what I'm presenting or how I'm coming at you. I've been talked down about. I've been treated like shit within my own family. Let me tell you something. I got cousins to this day that literally don't fuck with me. And don't get me wrong, I don't fuck with a lot of them either. But I got cousins to this day that don't fuck with me. Why? Because of their own selfish reasons. Do they have their reasons? Hey, I'm sure they do. Are they legitimate? Fuck no. No cousin of mine can say that I did something to them. Tariq, did something to them to make them say, I ain't fucking with her. No cousin of mine. And if you can, present that shit. Like for real, present that shit. When I was selling cars, I sold a truck to one of my cousins who in turn, he owed me on the motherfucking car. He owed me on the vehicle. Took my name off the title on some sneaky shit, right? Took my name off the title. He owed me, still on the car payment. And you know what he tell me? He text me, I ain't giving you shit. So guess what I did? I went and took the motherfucking vehicle. That's what I did. I went and took the car back. He goes in a family group and say, well, I tell you what, if you put me and her in the same room, then it ain't gonna be good for her, or whatever he said, however he put it. Now, I'm gonna backtrack because I got a phone call before we even got to that point, before I took the truck from him. I got a phone call telling me that he said he was gonna shoot me, or you know what I'm saying, he got a bullet for me or something, he said. So I showed up at the house on a one-on-one, came by myself. We go in the back room. Nah, cuz, nah, it ain't none of that. I wouldn't have never said nothing like that to you. That's on a one-on-one. But then we get in a family group and you swelling up. I'm on business. I'm standing on business. So whatever you saying in a family group, after I've already confronted you on something I heard you say it, none of that matters, because to me you showing off, you swelling up. Oh, now I'm a female and you ain't standing on business, or you ain't standing on your word. Oh, when we get into, if you put us in a room together, then it's gonna be a problem. It wasn't a problem when we was in the room together. It was not a problem then. So where did the problem come from all of a sudden? Come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Now for him, he can come out his mouth and say whatever he want. Why? Because when he got confronted on another level, it was a whole nother set of rules. Oh, nah, I ain't even dealing with him on that level. It wasn't even like that. Who told you I said that? They lying. When it's all in writing. Everything that he said was in writing. Come on, man. Like, listen, anybody who say that they came across me and feel like they have, or they feel some type of way about me, or anything that I may have said or not said, or as a family member you feel some type of way about me, come on, like, you have no legitimate reason to dislike me, to not want to deal with me, to not want to be around me, to not care, to not love, to not anything. Because myself, Tariq, have been there for everybody. If I came across you, and if I say I love you, I mean that with everything that's in me. Let me tell you something. I'm put in a position right now where, in this chapter of my life, all I want to do is be happy. All I want to do is smile. All I want to do is be loved. All I want to do is be appreciated. All I want to do is be happy. That's it. Who's making me happy right now? Rhonda. Who's making me happy right now? My mother. Who's making me happy right now? This life that I'm living. And let me tell you, first and foremost, God. I say a prayer every night. I say a prayer every morning. I say a prayer throughout the day. I am thankful for everything that I have. I am thankful for everything that I've gone through, because they've been lessons. I am in a chapter of my life where I am loving me. I am loving me. I'm understanding everything that comes with everyone else around me. I'm accepting a whole lot of things that are not of me. But guess what? I am loving me. I am loving me. It makes no sense to me for you to feel like I have not or am not doing and giving enough. I don't understand that. Or I have not gave enough. I don't understand that. I am in a chapter of my life where understanding may be something of the past. I may not understand you anymore. I may not understand what you're going through. Can I empathize? Absolutely. Can I sympathize? Absolutely. Am I going to take your problem on? Hell no. Because I got my own. Rhonda pushed me every day to get up and do a lot of things that I feel like I'm unable to do. I've been living in depression for a long time. Sometimes I don't even want to get out the bed. Sometimes I don't want to see nobody's face. Sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody. And on them days, guess what she say? Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Let's go. And I'm looking at her sideways like, come on, man. I just really don't feel like it. All this time that has gone by that I haven't posted a video. Oh, believe me, she been saying on a daily basis, when you going to post again? When you going to post again? Are you going to post something? Are you going to post something? She's been saying it. So it's not like I don't have somebody in my ear pushing me and motivating me to do better or be better. So for anybody that's thinking that, oh, okay, well, you don't have nobody. I do. But I also have in the back of my mind, there's a sense of I'm less than. I have been less than. You don't see it on me. When I get up, I'm fly as a motherfucker. Listen, I am fly as a motherfucker. You understand? I'm fly. I'm cute. I got a beautiful smile. You understand? I love me some me. But there's certain chapters of my life that I cannot forget. There's certain things in my life that I went through that I can't overcome. Or that I have not been. It's not that I can't. It's that I have not been able to overcome it. Let me tell you something. And this is a fact. When I was 12 years old, I was raped. Right? I was raped by my stepfather. And for so many years, I hid it. And for so many years, I couldn't bring myself to understand how, and it's the sickest shit in the world to me, understanding it as an adult. But it's the sickest shit in the world to say that I felt like this man was my boyfriend. I felt like this man was taking me, my mother was taking my boyfriend away from me when she came home. So I started to hate my mother. I started to hate the fact that my mother was coming home. And then I came out and I told him, okay, I started coming on, having my menstrual. And I told him, my father started coming back in my life. My aunt introduced me to my dad. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know nothing about him. I thought this man was my dad. I thought my stepfather was my father. And so that means, in a sense, my father, in my mind, I was having sex with my father. Not my stepfather. I was having sex with my father, who in turn was my boyfriend. Let me tell you some twisted shit. So I ended up having anger problems. I ended up having issues with people, issues with dealing with people, issues with understanding, issues with knowing what love was. When my father came in my life, my father wanted to take me away from, the situation, because I was a dirty little girl. And when I say dirty, I mean dirty in the sense of my clothes wasn't washed. I was stinking. I was a dirty little girl. And my dad wanted to change that. And I told my stepfather, when I met my father loved me. Like, I'm talking about from the point of when he seen me, he seen himself in me and he loved me. And I felt that instantly. I knew this was my dad. I never understood why my last name was different from all of the other kids. I never asked a question. But then when I seen this man, this high yellow man who looked like me, whose teeth were like mine, whose eyes, the slant, like this was me. This was my guy. I told my stepfather, I'm going to tell my daddy. I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to tell my daddy. And this was right before then, my stepfather said, I can't come in you anymore because, you might get pregnant. I didn't learn about, getting pregnant, through, parents. And I'm going to tell you, I don't blame my mother because my mother was working. My mother had 6 kids. And my mother was working 2 jobs, 2, 3, sometimes 3 jobs, trying to, maintain her household, trying to maintain her kids. I don't blame her. But I do blame him. I blame him because he knew exactly what he was doing. He was preying on me. He was preying on my friends. I didn't have friends because when my friends came over, he tried to sleep with my friends too. This is a sick motherfucker. Preston Charles. Sick. Do you understand? And I'm saying to you, for so many years, I didn't know how to love myself. I didn't know how to love anything around me. I knew how to destroy things. I knew how to, as soon as you say something wrong, I knew how to pop off in your mouth. I knew how to, I just knew how to work my way. My brothers love me. My brother Sam showed me and told me what a period was. Took me in the bathroom, told me roll the tissue up and put it between my legs. And you understand, that's not something that he should have had to do. But he did. My brothers raised me. My cousins raised me. All guys. They raised me. They loved me. I didn't have women in my ear assisting me to be a woman. I didn't have females around me to know what a woman is supposed to do and how a woman is supposed to handle herself and how a woman is supposed to react to certain things. I didn't have that. Let me tell you something. Me being raped was well over 30 years ago. I'm 46 years old now, and I'm still suffering from it. It's no such thing as get over it. It's no such thing as, work your way through it. It's no such thing as putting it in the back of your mind and pushing it away. It's no such things, and it affects so many different chapters of your life. It affects so many different things and aspects of who you are and who you become and how things turn out for you. It affects so many things that people don't see and people don't understand. I've been hostile, very hostile for so many years. I am not that person anymore. I am a better person. I am a better me. I am loving me. I am loving everything about me. I am pulling myself out of a hole that I have been in for well over 30 years. I am a rape survivor. I am a rape victim. But I can't let that tell my story. I can't let that dictate my life. And I have for so long. So long I've been living with the burden of this man taking something away from me that was not my fault. But I blamed myself and I felt like I should have known better. It wasn't my fault. I put that on so many different people. People that love me, people that assisted me, people that helped me. I have not been able to appreciate the people who appreciate me. And it's not an excuse, it's my reality. This man walks around, free, as if nothing has ever happened. His life has gone on. He's been very friendly with my family, and my family has been very friendly with him. Even after it came out that he raped me, he's still able to go around my family and enjoy his time. And if I'm in a setting and he comes, they invite him in. They would invite him in. And he will be there and party with them and enjoy the time with them. And they knew that I told them that this man raped me. And they still allowed this man in, and they still allowed this man, not realizing that in the back of my mind, this whole place could have turned into a whole different situation. It could have. But instead, I removed myself from the environment. Let him stay. Yeah, hey, he's welcome. So clearly I'm not. So I removed myself from the situation. This man is free. This man is living free. This man raped me and took something from me that I've never, ever, ever been able to get back even in 30 years. Even after 30 years, I still can't find and reach what he took from me. So I feel a lot of the times not valued. not worthy. I don't understand how people could attempt to just not understand my perspective of things. A lot of the times I feel unloved. I feel unappreciated. I feel like, everything that I do is not enough. Because guess what? Sometimes it's not. I make mistakes just like everybody else. I'm human. But I can tell you one thing for certain and two things for sure. From this point forth in my life, Tariq is going to love Tariq. Tariq is going to be more understanding and more caring to Tariq. I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen. I sat down on my company for almost a year and a half now and have not produced or done anything with my company for about a year and a half now. But I still own it. So anytime I drop the ball, I could just pick it back up and do whatever I want to do with it. That's the joy of ownership. That's the joy of being a CEO. That's the joy of having something that is yours. I'm clawing my way back. I ran into health problems. I'm clawing my way back. I ran into depression. I'm clawing my way back. And I'm thankful. Rhonda. I love you. I thank you. And I appreciate you. Ma, I love you. I thank you. And I appreciate you. And everyone else that's been in my corner, that's been understanding, that has been working with me, pushing me, motivating me, guiding me, strengthening me, encouraging me, building me, lifting me. Thank you. It is not going unnoticed. I promise it's not. As long as I have breath in me, I'm going to make a way out of no way to show you how much I appreciate you, to show you how grateful I am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you from my heart. The 4C's CEO. Thank you. Thank you.